Fine.
No, I'm not ready.
That's too late now. I mean, I want to edit, but
Damn.
still.
No, I'm just messing with you. All right. What's up, everybody? Woo! We back.
You sure you're
all
ready?
right,
Woo!
all right, all right. Let me be serious. All right, what's up, everybody? Hunters Association here, back with another Webtoon anime podcast. Tonight we will be discussing the God of High School anime, episode 3. Trash, mid, or
It
fire?
don't
I don't
miss.
know.
Once again.
I don't know. Some people said that aerial ace ain't working. You ran out of PPs.
Oh
But we gonna
wow,
see.
wow.
Um, we gonna see. But I am here today with JC, aka Always J Carson,
What up?
Trent motherfucking Money. You already know who it is.
You already knew.
And of course, me, JD, the Taco Fix. Sleepy from Project Webtoon should be joining us. I don't know if he's gonna be able to make it, but if he does, y'all know he's coming. All right, so let's get ahead and go ahead and get into it. JC, we're gonna let you go first. Get your fanboying out the way.
It's, it is. It
Well,
is.
what did you think of episode 3?
Man, God. Look, my initial thoughts to episode 3, of course, it was great. Like, what else can you say? You got your action, you got your comedy, you got everything you wanted. So I'm reacting to it. I'm feeling good about the episode. I jump on Twitter, I jump into Discord, I jump in everything. Like, hey, we good for another episode. Like, it was great. I'm not worried about the slander. And then next thing you know, I'm looking at my YouTube comments. People start saying, "Hey, they missed this, they missed that," and I'm feeling a little nervous. I'm like, "What's going on?" So I go back into the webtoon, and I'm like, "They did kind of skip some stuff, but I mean, I understand why they skipped it. I understand why they skipped it." So we'll get to that part later. But for the anime only fan in me, the meathead that was satisfied with Mirror and Dawi fights, I'm 9.5. That's where I'm at right now. 9.5.
9.5. Okay. Trent, do you agree with the 9.5 rating?
You're right, Knox, but
Hell no. Ho, ho.
you okay? I haven't looked at your reaction, so I can't call you out this time.
I know that's exactly why I said it.
Oh damn.
No, but it was
Oh
okay.
man.
Um, it's kind of hard, man, because there were a couple. Again, in my reaction, I was confused at him getting the fruit the way he did.
Stop it.
You know, um, and I was like, wait, this is how it happened. Other than that, and then again, they did a real little skeeter about the invitations. Other than that, the episode was good.
Um, me, man, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. To me, it was mid, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I figured.
I mean, I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It was just,
Meh.
it was okay. Yeah, it was just man. Like I watched it again, and just didn't do anything for me. Like it was just cool. Knox said it was literal doo doo water.
Knox, bro, come on, man. All right, we're about to break this down. I'm gonna need to. All right, let's just go ahead and ask the question. I'm gonna ask you two the question.
Oh Lord. All right, go ahead. I didn't
What
say that.
What
I
in the
didn't say it was doo
world?
doo
And
water.
and chat, you can go ahead and put it in there. Chat, answer this question too. What in the world were you missing when you're watching an episode that said, this is mid? Go ahead, JD. Answer, that's your. Go ahead first.
It was
What
a
were you
mid. It just
missing?
didn't.
What was missing in this episode? You were like, okay, look, this is.
To be honest, bro, I don't I don't have like one solid thing that it was like missing, but it just
I'm just.
when I watched it, I wasn't hyped.
What are you?
I wasn't
How?
I wasn't hyped. I was just like, okay,
How?
it was just cool,
Oh
it wasn't hype to me. Like the first episode, even though I had a lot of issues with it, it had that hype factor. I
my god.
felt. Second episode, same thing. This episode was just like, eh. I mean, of course, it's some things I didn't like about episode 3, but overall, it was just like, eh.
All right, Trent. What was episode 3? Because Jay didn't tell me nothing at all. He was
It
just
was
like,
just
man,
fun.
Trent,
It was just
how did
fun.
you feel about episode 3? What stopped you from giving it a higher score?
Nothing really stopped me. Nothing really was like, because the Dai Wee fight was good for me.
Yes.
I mean, that really kind of sold me over. Other than that, like I said, the minor technicalities, I've already kind of accepted that it's not going to be what it's supposed to be, or executed how it is going to, or how it's supposed to be. Though some of the things, just like, okay, you didn't have to change it up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I guess, like I said, other than the fruit thing, that's really my only issue.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. So
Man,
I guess
I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna say this before you go, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this for you. After watching episode 3, bro,
Mm-hmm.
that made me wait. Just wishing for Solo 11 to come out right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It'll be out. But okay. I guess I'm driving this bus today. All right. So
Yeah, you driving? Go ahead and drive. I don't
episode
mind sitting
3.
in the passenger seat every now and
Episode 3.
then.
They had two major things that were missing, and we're going to explain this. They had the fight between Q and R.
Mm-hmm.
They missed that fight, and I would have loved to see that fight. I still think they're going to incorporate it, probably in a very small way. It's like they've been doing with everything else. But at the same time, I felt like that they were trying not to focus on the commissioners, as they call themselves, too much, because it's only 13 episodes. You start getting into the powers and stuff. They hinted at it last episode, but
And you got 112 chapters.
exactly. So you only got 13 episodes, so they wanted to focus on the commissioners. They want to throw too much at you. And then the most egregious thing is, I don't know what his name is, but the dude from the six. What?
Oh, I thought you said you was fine with that.
I am fine with it, but I can't remember who.
So how was that egregious?
What's his name? I can't remember his name. Dude from the six,
But,
right?
Yeah, but how is it egregious if you were fine with it?
That's egregious for most of the people in the fan base, because they expected to see him in this episode.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Okay, so you mean to tell me that from a storytelling standpoint, you're gonna have Jin Mori looking for food, goes down a whole bunch of levels. He goes into a random room, sees a dude hanging from the ceiling with ropes. He don't ask no questions. Jim Mori's happy-go-lucky, whatever. He goes to a random cabinet, starts rummaging through the cabinet for food. It's not a refrigerator. It's a literal cabinet that looks like it's in my room right now. And finds food that he was told not to eat, and he eats it anyways. Then this one dude, we don't know who he is, breaks out of his chains on his own, which he could have done at any time, takes his finger and stabs it in Jin Mori's chest.
Yep.
And that's better storytelling than what they did in the anime.
Yep.
Random encounter.
You want to know the reason why it's better?
No.
Because he appears again and again
He does.
and again
I understand that
in the story. That's why it is better. You don't change it up where the guy gives him a bag of fruit and then he goes on by his merry way. No, it's the reason why the fruit was in there.
That kind of takes away from the relationship between him and his grandpa.
You can always...
Exactly.
How is it a relationship when he only talks to him in a comedic fashion? And then
but they have history, and then they have history, and it circles back to why he gave him the fruit in the first place.
He didn't give him the fruit. He found the fruit randomly.
Or, well, I guess because he was mad actually that the dude ate the fruit.
Yeah, he was mad that he ate the fruit.
Yeah. That still makes more sense.
Okay, so this same dude who was mad at Jin for eating the fruit literally could break out of his chains anytime he wanted to. He could stop Jin anytime he wanted to that entire time. And you're going to tell me that, like, he said, oh, you shouldn't eat this fruit, but I can break out anytime I want to and stop you.
Well, he didn't expect him to eat the fruit. He ate it as soon as he was saying don't eat the fruit.
Oh, my God. They can introduce this guy anytime they want to in the story.
It's not about any time. It's about how it correlates, because he was supposed to show up at the end of the match between Mori and the commissioner. He was supposed to be there. Why? Because he was supposed to take Mori under his wing. But you know what? You don't get that because Mori got a Walmart bag full of fruit.
Sure did.
And then that was it.
Okay, so I understand. JD remembers what happened, like, clearly. So Trent, When I ask you this question, when you watch the reaction, because I'm gonna go watch it after this. So would you watch reaction? I know you knew it didn't happen that way, but were you satisfied with how it happened while you were watching it?
I wasn't dissatisfied. I just knew it wasn't wasn't how it's supposed to go down.
Okay. So I mean, like, yes.
Like it made sense in the way they executed it. It just, I
And
just
that's
knew
all
that's
I'm
not how it
saying.
went.
And that's what I'm saying. It might not. I mean, look, they're doing the story differently because for some reason the director felt like he could not add all this in there. I'm not sure why. He probably could have done it the way that was in the webtoon. I ain't gonna lie to you. But at the same
Definitely
time,
All I said,
go ahead.
all I'm saying is the amount of time they did to change it up to what they changed it to, they could have used that same time to just adapt it correctly. Yes or no?
Maybe. And I'm gonna say maybe because you would have had to explain why Jin had his hole in his chest, walking towards the arena, get ready to fight Q.
But just like you said, they could do a 1 second flashback and everything will be okay.
It's not a 1 second flashback. You have to show the entire thing of him beating him
I was
and the
being sarcastic
conversation.
when
I
said
understand, but still, like you have to incorporate these things. You only got 24 minutes. And look, and once again,
I'm just saying in that same amount of time they could have did that. That's all I'm saying.
And once again, like episode 1 and episode 2, even though in episode 1 they did a little quick thing about how they got the invitations. Episode 2 they gave Mira's backstory. Episode 3 they gave Dawi's backstory. I have faith in this anime that they're going to at least, it won't be perfect, but at least they came back. Unlike Tower of God, they came back and said, hey, we skipped over it, but we're going to just give you a little bit of it. Just to say that we did it. I don't care if it's the best in the world, but at least they say that we did it.
Let me ask the chat this question. All right, everybody in the chat. Out of the first 3 episodes, which adaptation is better? God of High School or Tower of God?
It's easy.
That's tough.
This is easy. Y'all, what y'all talking about? I can remember.
No, this is for the chat. This not even us.
I remember what Tower of God was like.
This is chat only. This is chat only.
Here for it. I was mad.
Digital Mogul says
Digital. Look, I think you just against me right now. That's all I got to say about this. This dude came in here with the clip loaded, just like busting off shots.
Blaine say Tower of God.
I wish y'all were in this chat right now. I mean, not in the chat, in this call right now, so y'all could explain to me why Tower of God was better.
Look. If one of y'all want to hop in, let us know, and we will bring y'all in this. This chat. In this call right now.
I think y'all.
Blaine, if you're available, you can hop in.
I think y'all have forgotten the first 3 episodes of Tower of God, and we were in this thing saying like, "Oh, they're going to incorporate it later. Oh, they're going to show this later," and they never did. They just we
said it's possible they can show it later.
Yes, yeah. And look,
and they didn't.
I'm going to tell you that
some things they did.
As of right now, Tower of God stayed more faithful to the webtoon. They just skipped over things. When they skipped over it, they didn't go back, but they stayed more faithful than God of High School is right now because they just changed up the story.
So they stayed more faithful.
Yes, but they just skipped everything.
But the adaptation as a whole was bad compared to God of High School, who's not staying faithful,
yes,
and who's changing.
We can't say it's not staying faithful, but at the same time, they are.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying out of the first 3 episodes.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yes, because they skipped things that were very important in Tower of God. You just can't skip over how Senshu works, and Senshu is the main power source. You can't skip over that. And they sure did. Did they not? I'm asking you.
It was a very brief explanation.
They ain't even explain Senshu. Besides, it's all over the world and people use it, but we don't.
It's like MANGA. They explained it ish.
Right. It was like your backstories and
you never really get a MANGA explanation or anything like that, or a key explanation. You just get like, hey, this is key. This is what it is.
Yeah. Rough. It fluctuates through your body, and then bam, Rasengan.
And then anytime there's a loophole, they just say, oh, of course, Key can do this. or Shinsu in
Man
this
wave.
game.
Okay. So, okay. As of
Digital Mogul said also Tower God has better fight scenes.
boy, if you don't, okay, all right, okay,
I'm just playing. He didn't say it.
I was about to say, I didn't read it.
He said Tower God also has better fight scenes than a webtoon like Kun versus the Random Guy did not need to be so fire.
Now, Tower of God's first episode was not bad.
What
Even
happened
though
in
it
the
skipped
first
3
episode?
chapters.
OST's Tower of God shitting on God of High School.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
OST's Tower of God shitting on God of High School
Okay.
repeatedly.
Okay.
Oh
With the
yeah.
Oh
no
yeah.
toilet paper.
That's not even close.
Okay, that's just the OSTs. I can't even lie. I mean, yeah, of course. Like
That's not
once I
close.
went back and actually heard them, I was like, damn, we get that.
Better character development? Can we get better character development?
No, we can't get better character
In which
development.
one, Tower God or God of High School?
Yeah, Tower of God in the first 3.
Had better character development
No. Where?
than
How?
GOH?
I don't think God of High School has any.
What are you talking about? Okay,
In the first 3 episodes?
Okay, all right.
Or hot topics.
All right, so we got Bam. Bam was explained because it's the story centered around him. We got that.
How did this end up between the Tower God
Because
and God
this
of High
is how it's
School
gonna be.
debate?
So
Oh
you
my
got
God.
Coon and Rock.
Why are we-
We didn't get nothing from them. We didn't get nothing from Coon until like they're talking about the Coon family and the whatever test that was, and they barely dropped 5 seconds on that too. No, actually, yeah. How we get on these two, by the way?
You brought it up. That's what I'm trying to figure out how the hell we got on it.
All right. So okay, let's get back on God of High School. So
Right.
you guys don't think that they're going to incorporate his whole? Well, it's going to be the training art now because he fights against Mujin Park too. So look, I tell you right now, if the next episode, if he doesn't fight against Mujin Park, then yes, I'll be up here. I'll be with you guys 100% because he's got to do that. It's got to be in the next episode, right?
Oh. And the reason why I'm saying I don't know because next episode is focusing on Mira and her marriage.
And that's another.
So
that was another what the fuck. I was surprised about that. They have time for that.
What'd you say was focused on?
Because
Mira's wedding.
If they're going to that, they should be showing Tai Jin versus the 6 fight as well.
They're gonna. Okay, they can't mess up
Now-
that fight. I swear to God, I can't do it. They mess up that fight. I'm just gonna be ghosting to the podcast.
Yeah, you
I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm be
You gonna have to show up with a paper bag over your head, bro.
look. Okay, they got Mujin Park versus that guy from the 6. They got they ain't gonna. That's gonna be episode 5.
I think his name was like Bone Chim or something. I don't remember.
So, but okay, I'm saying the track record right now. 3 episodes, they gave me what I want. And when they skip something, they have went back and at least acknowledged they skipped it. Can we at least
if they skip it and don't acknowledge it, then what?
Then you know what? I'm gonna be up here
Hey,
like
bro, if you about to use that little skeet invitation thing as going back and like
He is.
look, okay. Jin look, okay, once again, Jin Mori in that first chapter, the guy, which is what was it, R, said you should be in this tournament. He ignored him, and then he came up with the punch, which wasn't really a punch, but he just a little invitation shove in his face, and it made him bleed, right? And then he did the other punch, which cleared out all the trees.
I'm still trying to figure out, what was so good about Jim Mori that he invited him to the tournament in the beginning.
So Jin fought a whole bunch of high schoolers in his high school.
Wait, did they say that in the anime?
They don't need
no,
to.
they did not.
He fought a
No,
whole
they
bunch
did
of
not.
regular people.
Niggas just got
how do we
right.
know?
Yeah, niggas just got
that he fought a
invitations.
whole
We
bunch
didn't
of high schoolers.
Yeah, here's
All
the
we
thing.
seen him is get dropped with his ass in the air. What
Yeah,
are you talking about?
Here's the thing. I would say like, yeah, we just jumped into them just all getting invitations, but we didn't even do that. We skipped these niggas fighting in the beginning. We skipped what the whole basis of the shit was. We skipped the niggas getting the invitation. Next thing you know, the niggas on the way to the tournament.
This is
That was
all
pretty much the first scene.
This is all true. Yes, this is all true.
So how can you say we knew that he fought a whole bunch of high school students?
I said I'm not saying you knew it. I'm just saying that's all he did. Jin
At
Mori
least in Tower of
is
God,
Who,
at
but
least in
nobody
Tower of
knows
God,
that.
we started pre. At least in Tower of God, we started pre them entering the tower. We went through the Hidan. Even Tower of God went back, doubled back, and showed you what really happened.
That's because Rachel
Tower,
and
Tower Goat. Tower Goat.
okay, sure. You ain't finna do that to me,
Oh,
right?
hey, my God,
You're not
Tower
finna
Goat.
do
I
that
like
to me
that.
right now.
I like that. We're gonna put that on your shirt, Trent. Tower Goat.
I don't know how this turned into this again, but okay. Look, all I'm gonna say is
Wait, Maury had a fighting record, Blaine? I didn't know that.
Maury had a fighting record that doesn't matter.
I knew he had a. Well, how? What you mean it doesn't matter? You just said the reason he got invited was because he fought a whole bunch of high schoolers. So
Yeah,
now,
but it
now
doesn't.
you're saying the fighting record
I'm just
doesn't
saying
matter.
that's the reason why he got invited. But at the same time, you don't need to know that. You need to know that they all got invited for certain reasons.
But what reason? We don't. That's
Okay,
what I'm saying.
did. Okay,
We don't know
okay,
the
I ain't gonna lie.
reason.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, no cap, no cap. We got Mira's backstory. We got Dawi's backstory. Right? We didn't get Jen's backstory. They didn't say nothing about him.
Mm-hmm.
Not one single thing. I mean, look, if you're asking that question, you're right. They didn't say nothing. Look, I just know he's the main character and he's supposed to be there. That's all you need to know. What else you need to know?
Just why he's there.
Okay, anime. I need one anime only person who's like, look, I don't give a fuck what he there. Look, these fights are hard, and we here for it. Like, that's what we here for right now. That's what I need from somebody who hasn't read the webtoon. Because I went back and read it. I was like, okay, look, I understand they're missing it. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time,
yeah, his backstory comes later, but he had a backstory as to getting invited into.
I like fighting strong guys. I'm fighting everybody. I'm fighting these little high schoolers. Don't mean anything. Don't know any cry. Don't know nothing. I'm fighting these people. Okay,
we didn't know he fought high schoolers.
Really?
That's all I'm saying. We didn't know that.
All right.
That's all I'm saying. His backstory was the longest. That's definitely true.
We already been through this in other episodes when Knox
JC hasn't gotten that far, Blaine. That's why he doesn't know what comes later.
See, exactly. This is going off my fandom in general.
This is going off. He is a true anime only with like 5 chapters of reading Webtoon.
No, I read to the point where he beat the blue haired dude. I just forgot it all. Like that's forever ago, and I read that. But at the same time, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So we've already been going through this a million times. All right, so let me ask you this question. We're gonna start with Trent first. Expectations for episode 4. Since y'all are up here acting like this is doo-doo water out here, you gave it a 7, bro. 7s are okay. If I give God of High School, Tower of God a 7,
okay.
I'm like, meh. I could have skipped it. That's what I say 7s are. I could have skipped it.
7 is just okay. It wasn't good,
Okay
wasn't
then.
bad.
So okay, Trent, you up? Expectations. Episode 4. If Trent's even here, we lose Trent.
God damn it, Trent.
We lost Trent. JD, it's up to you.
What up, though?
Go ahead.
Expectations for episode 4. Man, bro. My expectations, they're going to skip a shit ton of shit.
Like, okay, you can't say like what, because I've already spoiled half stuff anyways. But
I mean, everybody in here, they know. They know why they're here. So, I don't. It's hard, man. Cause so we're on chapter.
First of all, I heard you niggas say "God damn it, Trent," but
that was JD. I didn't say that again.
You know, Trent. You know when you don't answer and we call you like 5 times, I say "God damn it, Trent."
Yeah. Go ahead, JD. Man, I just want to say
Sleepy, what it do, man?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, what's up?
Hold on. We're not gonna let Sleepy hear anything would just happen. But we coming in it because Sleepy, I have faith in my guy right here. Thank you for coming in here because they were ganging up on me. The chat ganging up.
Nobody's ganging up.
I don't. My emotions are hurt.
Oh,
y'all just jumping on him?
Yeah. Okay. Sleepy,
ain't nobody.
Let's start it over. Let's start it over.
To this.
Sleepy, how did you feel about episode 3?
How did I feel about episode 3? Well, let's see. I actually enjoyed myself with episode 3.
Thank you.
I did not have a bad time at all with episode 3. I thought the fight was good. I definitely had maybe a little bit of issue with some of the pacing, but overall, for a third episode, I mean, I got everything I need out of it.
Oh, hold on. Have you read the webtoon?
Yes, I
Okay,
300
then.
is
Oh, we
chapters,
even better. We even better. So,
but it's been 300 is chapters, so I don't remember that much from chapters 1
same
through 10.
here. Same here.
So what JC is trying to say there is, I have a great memory. That's in name
We're
of
not
the
gonna say you had a
is
great
what he's
look.
trying
Okay,
to-
Sleepy. See what happened was in the last episode of this podcast, they went and looked at the chapters and they saw what was supposed to happen.
We skimmed. We didn't.
They skimmed.
Skim.
It don't take a couple panels to understand. Like, oh, this fight's gonna happen. This fight's gonna happen.
Pretty much.
Okay, and when those fights didn't happen, you see their reactions. You didn't see it, but you can guess what their reactions were.
I can guess the reaction.
JD's talking about he barely gave it a $7. It was
I didn't
it was
barely.
it
give
was a hard 7
gave,
for him.
It's a 7, just straight up 7.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this question right here. Jin met his. Okay, I'm about to spoil it, people. His next master.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that the whole peach thing. Did you have a problem with how he got the peach, or the fruit that he ate?
First of all, do you remember how he got it?
I don't quite remember how he got it. I knew it wasn't as simple as what they showed, but at the same time, I was like, do we have time to like really go through all of that with how quickly they're doing this? I mean,
JD, I'm asking you, do we have time to go through this?
Yes.
Apparently, we have time.
I mean,
You want
JD,
to? Go ahead.
you are sure. I mean, you do notice that they are like cramming what, like
Oh, I know.
10, like 5-10 chapters
Look,
an episode.
the reason why I said we had time, because the same time that they showed and changed it the way they did, they could use that same time to show what actually happened, because the guy who is going to be Mori's next master was there when he had the fruit, when he was knocked out, when he fell asleep, and takes him under his wing.
He didn't fall asleep.
Hey. And no, I'm talking about during the match with the commissioner.
Mhm.
And said he was taking Mori under his wing, then had the training arc. So you telling me during that same time that they made this original content, they couldn't have done that.
I mean, if we take a look at just the episode, the way it's set up, at the same time that has to be occurring, we're also getting a backstory and build up for Daiwi, on top of also getting that fight between Mira and Mia, and then having to go into that fight with Daiwi. Out of all of that, you also have to try and put in this rather important section of this is supposed to be Jin's new master, also adding in, the importance of this fruit. So,
well, they didn't give the
importance of the episode.
So the importance of the fruit they gave in like 2 seconds.
exactly.
So you telling me you couldn't have fit 2 seconds in?
There was
with the importance of the fruit,
Nobody
like they
knew the
already
fruit was
did,
important.
along with and exactly nobody knew until they explained it in 2 seconds why it was important. So you telling me you couldn't have just showed this guy who's going to be in the story, especially in the first season? You're just going to skip him because we don't have what? Let's see how they do backstories. 8 seconds of backstory, or 8 seconds of showing a scene that you took about 30 seconds showing an anime.
Did you say 8 seconds? No, you mean?
I'm
you
being sarcastic.
1.5?
Exactly. Okay.
Well, if you want to say 1.5, we can say 1.5. That's fine. But I'm just saying.
Once again, fellas, you just can't say that.
I'm just saying, if you got like 40 to 50 seconds of an anime original scene that you did, you could have took that same 40 to 50 seconds and just added the guy in. You know you was going to rush it. But you still could have added the guy in because he is going to be in the story later on, or at least he's supposed to be. I don't know. They might not. They might just say fuck him. We might next episode we might.
They're not gonna take half the chapter and put it in 40 seconds.
What you mean? What you mean? They've been doing it. What you mean they're not gonna take half the chapter and put it in 40 seconds? They've been doing it.
You're acting like the backstories of them, of Miro liking strong guys and Dawi doing stuff for his friend that's in the hospital. needs that much time. Is that what we're saying?
We gave Mirror liking strong guys on the first episode, and guess how long that took?
We got it on second episode too.
We did.
Oh, so
Dawi's family is very important, crucial.
And they gave it. My dude was throwing up in the bed.
That is true, and I very much enjoyed that. Good call.
So I'm saying, but okay, so you're talking about this. JD, you're talking about an entire scene of Jin going downstairs, seeing this guy hanging from the rope, going through a cabinet to find this peach, this random cabinet, and all this dialogue happening in 40 seconds. That what you talking about is gonna happen?
And so
he attacked him, by the way.
So we're gonna switch up another 40 seconds to where him and Mugen have a conversation. Mugen gives him a Walmart bag full of fruit. He goes home, he eats the fruit, he spits up blood, falls on the floor, passes out, and then they switch to another scene and switch back to him with blood coming out of his mouth.
I think you forgot the conversation you had before with Mirror and Dawi.
They actually, yeah.
Yeah, they have a conversation.
And a conversation with Mirror and Dawi. So you telling me you couldn't fit what you just said in that anime?
You're giving continuity with a 13 episode season with the main characters having dialogue and having more of a connection.
Look, I'm asking the question, yes or no.
No.
Could you have, so you couldn't have fit it?
Nope, sure couldn't.
Okay.
You'd have to explain who this guy is. You have to give me. Hey, there's so much you have to put into
JC,
it.
they don't explain what nothing is. Why is it a problem if they explain or not explain?
Because they always come back and do it.
Okay, well, explain this. Why is Mori invited to the tournament?
Because everybody else was too. That's all I got for you.
Well, we already know that he has a clear some fetish to his grandfather. We see that in the third episode.
Right.
Yeah, we saw it.
We also can guess that anyone is armed to the tournament because pretty much everyone kind of gets invited for odd random reasons. We don't really know why Daiwi is really given to the tournament other than, the executor showed up and was like, hey, here's a ticket.
But it's a reason why, because they were strong and they was like the most badass people in their particular area. But we wouldn't know that
from Jin as well, don't we? Just from the context of the anime.
Not really.
I mean, how do you not? We do see him beat up a bunch of people before we
see everybody beat up a bunch of people,
including Jin. In the first episode, we see him do the whole bike thing, and then the actual part of the tournament.
Yeah,
and that's before we get the rest of the, everything else. And
they're above average already, right?
But everybody's above average.
I'm talking about just the main cast. They're above average for just high school kids.
Okay, I could. Yeah, you can say that.
Jin is literally chasing a dude on the bike right now, right? He's on a motorcycle. He's chasing a dude on his bike.
Yeah, but when they compared like power levels, they didn't make the niggas. They didn't make when they were like introducing the fact that obviously there are moments where these guys' levels are spiking and stuff like that. They
skipped that whole shit. They skipped that whole shit.
Wait, they had a power band?
They show him. They
give him the little power wrist thing, but like you should be using Dragon Ball logic to that.
Oh, that's what that was? I didn't know what that was.
They did kind of skip that a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I didn't know what that was. I just thought it was, a complimentary bracelet that they gave me.
You exaggerate.
I didn't know.
They just gave them GPS units.
They did show it. They did show it. But once again, a quick second when the first guy gave him that 2-piece, and they said, "Look at the levels."
It's amazing you're fine with all these 2 and 1 second scenes, but you're somehow not okay with them just splurging in 40 seconds of the same scene that they changed. But you're fine with every other 1 or 2 second scene.
Look,
but there is nothing saying so far that character won't show up and they give that whole scene context regardless later too.
Oh, so you'll be fine
if they show
1 or 2 second scene later.
Look, they're not gonna. Once again, like you have to give it time.
No, I'm asking. Answer the question. You'll be fine if they give it 1 or 2 second scene later.
Look, if they do it right, I don't care if it's 1 or 2 seconds. Once again,
how you gonna do it right in 1 or 2 seconds?
Hey, they did it right the first 3 episodes for me.
I mean, if they give all the same time length, which is about 3 minutes.
Yes. Once again, they did it right. Yes, they did. Once again, they went back and gave Mirror. They went back and gave Dawi. And that's specifically for this podcast.
Blaine, the answer to your question is because it's punches and kicks. That is the answer to your
Oh,
question.
look, Blaine. Once again, I have had. It is all recorded. It is all on YouTube. You want to go back and watch every single Tower God episode and see why I had issues with them. It is all there. I can go back and give it to you, but we don't have time for that. But once again, look, guys. I don't know what you got. We knew it's 13 episodes. I'm not sure what you guys were
Right.
actually expecting. Like,
First of all,
what do you want?
we know it's 13 episodes.
What are you wanting, JD?
What I'm wanting?
Yes. What are you wanting? What are you seeing in these episodes? Episode 3 specifically. What do you see in this episode that you are missing that says, "Hey, you could cut this fight in half and give me this." That's what you got to do. The Dawi fight was clean. I don't know what you were looking
I
at.
didn't say the fight wasn't clean. I never said nothing was wrong with the fights. All I said was when I watched it, and I watched it twice just to make sure, if I felt the same way, and it was just man.
So you wanted the
Just
Q and R fight. That's what you wanted.
No, I just told you. I just watched it, and it did nothing for me. It was just okay.
I think you wanted to hate this
Next episode.
dog.
Bro.
I think you really wanted to hate this episode. Like,
Why do I want to hate an episode? I have no reason to just outright want to hate the episode.
So
I'm watching it right along with you. I'm just like, okay.
Okay, you got the mirror fight, you got the Dawi fight, and those were bad. Is that what we're saying?
That was the
bulk of the episodes. I'm trying to figure out what that you were giving the 7 for.
Just didn't do anything for me.
It didn't do anything for me.
There's no actual concrete explanation. It's just nothing.
You see what I'm dealing with?
It didn't do anything for me.
Okay.
I watched it. I know
that's
it.
your answer. Nothing
Wait,
popped at him. I mean, that would be your answer. Nothing. It's nothing bad, but there's nothing good. It's just somewhere in that nebulous space for you.
Like I said, I know. Oh, see, don't listen to JC Sleepy because he's not giving you the full context. He's giving you what he wants to give you. I've said this plenty of times. I know 13 episodes. I knew it was 13 episodes before all of them knew it was 13 episodes. So I already knew what we was getting. So I'm understanding that they're skipping things. And I'm understanding that what it's going to be. So I'm accepting of that. Is it so wrong for me to watch an episode, give it a 7, and just say it just didn't do much for me?
I mean, of course, that's not wrong, sir, but we're doing an analysis of the episode. I need something else besides, man,
we've been arguing for almost 50 minutes.
I know, but Sleepy's here now. Once again, so you gave me the man, and I let it go.
You got all of my analysis.
He's just giving me the rewind of everything, so I can be caught up.
I just wasn't feeling it like it was just like a lukewarm hamburger. It was like,
okay,
you know
Sleepy, let me give you some more context into why JC has this big problem.
Okay.
And why he feels everybody jumps him.
They did, once again.
It's because okay, so you probably didn't see the whole Discord thing, right?
Not all of it, no.
Okay. So the main thing was everyone was like, JC, keep the same energy. Why we said keep?
Anyway, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't say though. It was at first it was just me, then everybody agreed, and it was like, yeah, JC, keep the same damn energy. So the reason why I said keep the same energy because it was the very first episode of God of High School. I said, yo, you cannot have a problem with Tower of God skipping content. In the first episode of God of High School, you skip 3 chapters. And you're fine with it.
Do you want me to respond to that? I was just gonna.
I'm talking to Sleepy right now.
Go ahead.
So Sleepy. Just off of the context alone of what I'm saying about the pacing and the skipping of content and backstory, is that okay for me to say that?
Pacing and the skipping of content?
Yes. Just off of that alone.
I would think that's okay.
Okay.
Of a reason, at least.
And that's why I said, JC, keep the same energy. And that's why everybody in the chat right now is saying, keep the same energy, JC.
Oh my God. Once again, like they seem to forget that I said, and once again, it is documented that if you're going to change something, if you're going to omit something, just like Tower God did, Don't let the episode be meh. Don't let it be trash. Episodes. If you're going to omit something, you're going to take it out. Let the episode still be able to stand on its own. So when I got to God of High School and they skipped the first 3 chapters, was one chapter each, a backstory. I was like, look, is the episode good? Yeah. Do I feel like they'll go back and just look? I understand they gave you 1 second of each with the whole invitation thing. I get that. But then when they go back and show Mira and Dawi's backstory, and they give you more than 1 second, I'm like, look, they showed you what Tower God didn't show you. When Tower God omitted something, they just kept it moving. They never went backwards. And the episodes were still meh. So once again, episode 1 was great. I loved it. Plenty of action, plenty of comedy. Unanimously, everybody liked the episode, so I don't have a problem with it. And that was that's why the same energy was kept once again.
No,
if the episode was
every
trash,
episode has been terrible. You don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Look, I gave Tower God like 2 episodes were 8.5s and 9s. All the rest of them were.
That man said Dowie's backstory was non-existent, basically.
That's what that man said. Okay, all right.
I'm just saying what he said. It's in the chat.
I'm
just saying what he said. I'm just throwing it out there.
What up, Lothar?
I'm just letting you know what the people are saying.
All right, I am baffled by what I'm hearing.
Completely different level here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay 100%
neutral.
Just, not even just completely neutral, but even like both ways. Like I'm trying to approach this not even as the Webtoon reader. I literally do not remember some of the scenes that happened way back then. So I'm kind of going in a completely fresh mind take.
Well, I mean, I guess in that aspect, me, you were at the same, because I forgot what happened. So when I watched the anime, I was hype. And I came into everything being hype, but when I came back and looked at it, I was like, okay, I can see why people might be upset here.
Yeah. I definitely think that they would definitely be upset there. And I noticed, I'm like, I feel like some things are missing, but I don't know what. So I'm not feeling lost because of that at all, if that makes any sense.
Okay, so
that's fine. Also, JC is upset because we asked a question earlier, so I will let you know what the question was.
Go ahead.
Yes, I'd love to hear
the question. The question was, out the first 3 episodes of God of High School and Tower of God, which is the better adaptation so far? And he's upset because everybody said Tower of God.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to say I wouldn't be upset with that. Did any of them give reason to that answer, or did we ask? Okay. I mean, we don't have to go back that far, but I'm just wondering if people actually did.
Lothar,
they even Lothar said Tower of God.
Oh my God.
All right.
Why?
All right.
I would like to know why. Y'all just hit me up in anything
that
I'm on.
So Sleepy.
Yeah.
Same question goes to you. First 3 episodes only, because that's all we have.
Yeah.
First 3 episodes of Tower of God versus first 3 episodes of God of High School. Which has the better adaptation?
If we're going scene for scene, Tower of God would have the better adaptation. If we're going scene for scene, they pretty much followed along to the book rather closely, with the most minimal amount of omission, being as like pretty much every episode was literally designated 1 to 2 chapters apiece. God of High School is definitely cramming 1 to 5 chapters, an episode. So
7 or 8.
Yeah, 7 8 really, man.
Okay then.
That shit. Damn.
So it's way more than even I thought. But yeah, it's definitely a lot more. So I'd say if we were going on that level, yeah, Tower of God would win on that statistic. If I'm going just overall story-wise, at least following along in the same beats while keeping the same energy around the way, I probably give it more to God of High School. But I'm going to be only a slightly bit more biased on that just because I know between the first 2 seasons, over the first seasons between each series, God of High School is a little bit more enjoyable for that. Whereas Tower of God, like I've compared before, is kind of like Buffy. It's a little difficult to make your way through without dropping.
All right, okay. Let me ask this question. Then we'll get to the expectations for the next episode. Okay, So if that's off of these 3 episodes, and chat, you go ahead and answer too, because I know what y'all gonna say, because y'all, I'm not calling y'all haters, but anyways, if we go out to the first 3 episodes, and you had to recommend Tower of God or God of High School just for the first 3 episodes, which one you going with? You already know what I'm going with. Trent
For
here,
anime only.
anime only. You got to recommend one of the
Only?
series, first 3 episodes. Which one you going with?
What are they into?
I don't
It
metaphorical
depends on what
person.
they're into.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, I mean that does make it,
It makes it harder, but we'll say this metaphorical person is just a individual that wants to watch anime. There is no genre set.
they see you're into it. They want to get into it too.
Yeah, more or less.
Which one you picking?
and out of the 2,
Out of 2,
Out of
just
the
3
two.
episodes. You got 3 episodes. You see the first 3. Which one you going with? They are different
it's
genres.
hard. It's
You gotta have
hard for me
context, Quentin.
because I look at the person and I figure out their taste and likes first before I recommend something, because I'm not just gonna recommend somebody a action series and they love comedy and romance, So
I'm gonna say
it's
I'm gonna
hard for
say
me to
Tower
do
of
that because that's the only way I can recommend something.
Well, sir, this is a
I have
hypothetical.
to know.
You have 2.
I know, but if I'm
I'm gonna say
hypothetical,
Tower of
I
God,
will
and
go
this is
with.
why.
Okay, go ahead, Trent. Thank you.
I'll go ahead.
I'm gonna say Tower of God, and this is why. Typically, I would say God of High School, but that's just because I'd be like, okay, I gotta get this motherfucker on something that's gonna be, action packed, yada yada yada.
Mhm.
But the story's got to be there. The story's got to be there. I feel like, especially if it's gonna be somebody like my age range or somebody that wants to take, if they're talking about just watching anime in general, probably want something good with something that's gonna actually, these days you can see a fight clip on Twitter or YouTube for all of that. You
Mhm.
need something that's going to keep you interested in other aspects of the story. So I'm gonna say Tower of God because it has a lot of other factors in, and there's still, especially as an anime only, you'd have a lot of questions on what the fuck is going on and the future of all of these characters that you continue to meet, rather than just kind of going for these basically sparring matches that we're getting right now.
Okay then, JD,
All right.
are you still with your? I need to know every specifics of what they like. Sir?
If we're going hypothetical, I would go with the series that is giving more of a story, so they can fall in love with the story. That would be my thing. So I would, in that aspect, I would say Karagai because it does give more of the story.
Right, Sleepy.
I would probably go along with TOG, unfortunately.
That is fine.
Both to Trent and JD, that there is a little bit more of a story to latch onto, not to mention you have a range of characters to actually enjoy as well. Other than just the main 3, there is, an entire cast that you can kind of enjoy all the way around.
Well, I guess everybody knows what I'm going with.
Yes, we do. We know what you're doing.
It's definitely gonna be
noble-
got. It's definitely
it's
got.
noble-
So give us your reason.
It's definitely gonna be
Give
got
us
a
your
high school
reason.
because of the first episode. Look, I understand there's a lot of fighting. I understand there's a lot of meathead things, but at the same time, there's the first episode alone. It was fun. It was comedy. I mean, you had a little with Jen and the grandmother. Just the little clips they did. Like there was so much to enjoy just from the first episode, and the other 2 episodes don't fall far behind. So I mean, yes, Tower of God. The story is, I'm gonna say, if you're gonna put seasons, I mean, with chapters being comparable, yes, Tower of God's story is great. I get that, but at the same time, both have 13 episodes, and I know what's past episode 3. I know the problems I'm gonna have with it. So Tower of God, as right now, I can't recommend it because they might be bored because things happen, but not a lot of things happen in the first 3 episodes. God of High School, I know that they're gonna be at least appetizing for the eyes just to keep them here. They don't know what's going to happen with the story. They don't know if it's going to be good or bad, but for the first 3 episodes, they're going to be entertained. And that's why I picked God of High School, which makes sense. I'm just going to say it makes sense for me because I'm trying to get them hooked on anime. And then once they get through this one, I'm going to assume they're going to want to know what's next. And then you can go to specifics and what you like, what types you like. There's so many out there. But let me get you hooked first. Then I'll go to everything else.
If I'm doing it, I ain't introducing them to neither of these first.
Oh, yeah, of course, neither one is first. No, once again,
No,
no.
we would start. We
Yeah.
would instantly start somewhere
Right.
else.
Yeah,
My first one would typically be like Death Note or
Full Metal.
yeah, Full Metal. I've done Full Metal, Death Note, and I've
Metal.
done
more of like
I've done
more
Hunter
into
Hunter
these, like,
actually.
I
Might
would
do
definitely
Hunter
not do
Hunter.
Hunter Hunter as a first.
Man,
That's just me,
she
though.
loved Hunter Hunter. I don't know why she did, but anyways.
I do original Dragon Ball.
Original threat? Okay, I can.
You said your chick like Hunter Hunter?
The one with the story, right, Sleepy?
Hunter?
Yes, the one based on the old story.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
the-
actually-
I was just clarifying. I was just trying to see if you meant, the one with the story over the action one. That's all.
actually, we're not getting to that Dragon Ball discussion. I can go anyways. Okay, episode 4, guys. One Punch Man. Full. Lothar, come on, bro. One Punch Man is great though. I don't know about. I could do One Punch Man. Never mind. I'll say episode 4.
First season.
Damn, you're right. Episode 4, expectations. What do you guys feel like is gonna happen? Trent, I know. I think JD started this, but Trent, go ahead.
Yeah. Let me. If I started,
I thought you finished it. Go ahead.
No, I never. No, because Sleepy came in.
Oh, okay.
When I was going. All right.
Beyblade.
So let's see. Right now we're on chapter 23. All right. So we know we're getting the marriage scene, correct?
Yeah.
That's next.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So the marriage scene is it begins in chapter 29. So if we're doing the entire marriage scene, if that's all gonna be in next episode, which hope it's not, I don't know.
It's gonna be 5 minutes.
because right after that is the Taijin fight. Because if they do that fight wrong, they don't give my guy his justice.
Look, you ain't gonna be here next week, are you? Cause
No, I'm not.
ah,
actually.
yes.
But I will be here in spirit.
You ain't gonna be here next week, fool?
Means you're gonna be in the chat just talking shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna throw. I'll be like, it was a 2, 10. I don't care what y'all say. But I'm expecting it to be good. I'm gonna say that. I'm expecting to do something good. I'm expected to be good. I'm expecting at least for me to say a 9 out of 10.
All right, Trent.
There you go.
Next episode.
9 out of 10. 8 at best. I'm gonna say 8 at best. I put 8.5. I predict. Other than that, I don't even know what all comes in with the webtoon in this next episode.
And that's
but
the way you should be. Just go into the
yeah, I would
episode
say
feeling it.
If I I will say if I look though, I know I'll be disappointed come episode time. So
Damn.
we'll just go ahead and stick with the anime only mental aspect.
I can't wait to watch the reaction, though. I swear to God.
Yeah, my reaction.
He gonna come with the receipts again, Trent. That's why he's saying it.
You're right. They busted me out last time.
All right, Sleepy. Episode 4. How you feeling about it, man?
Episode 4. I'm hoping at minimum an 8. I've been given most of the episodes so far an 8, 8.5. So if they can keep an 8 and keep the same kind of energy, I'm pretty much good all the way around. If they are supposed to be cramming in like the wedding scene and stuff,
I would have it.
yeah, I feel like that's gonna be there's a lot of setup to that. So, and that's one thing I definitely noticed that they haven't really done with a lot of the episodes is
set up.
give you that setup and that time to kind of develop all of that. So, yeah, we'll see if that actually occurs.
The wedding might be the entire episode or
Hey,
majority of the episode,
I
and
would
then the end will just be like the setup for the Taijin fight. They can do
That
like
would be an incredible, like, completely
That would
shift
be
if they were to
ideal.
do that. Like, it would be ideal. That would just be a 100% shift.
We know it's not going to be like that, but
No. I mean, I don't know. You might break in their office and just like shift everything around without them knowing.
Yeah, shit. Damn.
I tried already. I ain't making it.
Did you use the right key card?
The wedding is 3,
Probably
4
not.
chapters.
Mm.
All right, so
The
episode
wedding is 4
4,
chapters. Okay.
they about to blow through this wedding. No, I don't know why it's even in here. Honestly, if they're gonna skip stuff, they might as well go ahead and skip that. But whatever, they're gonna throw the wedding in there. It's gonna be 5 minutes worth of content, and then it's gonna be over. And then I'm gonna be praying that they put something in here, so I have to come in next episode and with a bag over my head. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping right now. Look, I'm expecting them to do what they've been doing. I think I might. I mean, like 8.5 might the lowest might have gave it. I don't think I ever gave it that much. Think like 8.5 this episode. So yeah, that's the lowest I've ever given it. So I'm expecting this. I'm expecting to be able to this be a series that I can point somebody towards and say, hey, you might not. It's not the best series in the world, but you can enjoy every episode and not want to drop it. And that's what I'm expecting for this series. So episode 4 is just gonna be like the other ones. It's gonna be a solid episode. It's gonna be good enough to watch, enough action to keep people interested. And I expect Twitter to be going off just like they were in every other episode. So,
Okay.
anything
Sleepy?
else? Oh yeah, Sleepy's already went.
Oh, you went?
Where you been?
I don't know. I'll listen to you and your
I don't.
fanboyism.
Man, I'll take it. I'll take this any day over Tower of God. But that's another story right there. So, any final things you gotta say about this? Because I'm fighting for my life out here.
Okay, R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Fighting
Don't do
for my
that.
life.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Wow.
Put the R. Kelly meme in.
Uh,
Fighting for my life. That's JC right now.
mm.
Oh man.
Anybody
All right,
else?
hold on. I want to know what chat
Oh, God.
people in the chat.
Jesus.
What are y'all expectations for next episode? I want to know what y'all think because y'all are very vital to this discussion.
Lothar, you haven't seen episode 3 yet.
Just Moga said episode 3 was trash.
It was. Wow.
He said it was booty.
Digital,
butt
I don't
cheeks.
even know what to believe right now from you. I don't know if you're trolling me or not. Just to be honest, 0 out of 10. Yeah, he's trolling me.
Yeah,
Right
0
now.
out of 10.
0 out of
Yeah, I
10.
don't. I think his whole thing was coming here and get me riled up. He was ready for it.
Yeah, he came in swinging. I don't know.
Yeah,
He
see,
came in swinging.
he came in with the clips and like to start shooting. Lothar, I mean, Digital Mogul, I don't know, man. Like,
This man had an AK extended clip
Ooh.
that automatically reloads. That's what he had when he came. in.
yeah, we ain't Digital said episode 4 gonna be 0 out of 10. He's
Some double arm.
We can't trust it. Wedding, Tajin versus Colt, Mori versus Jahi. I don't know who that is.
I have a prediction next episode there will be a fight.
You goddamn right it's gonna be a fight, and that fight gonna be choreographed great. It's gonna be smooth.
Okay, Blaine said 8 out of 10 minimum.
Exactly. They're gonna be scrapping. Is that what you want? Is that all you need? Is that all we need?
Scrapping?
Yeah, we just need story.
Scrap.
No story, minimal story, and scraps.
Minimal story.
It's about fighting, is it not?
This nigga says scrapping.
Yes. Minimal story.
mean,
we from
the
Georgia.
Raiders-
We scrap down here, bro.
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you, JC. At the rate it's going, you making Dragon Ball Z look amazing.
And Dragon Ball
They're
Z
telling-
is
they're
amazing.
telling
What do you,
Like
what do
I'm
you-
stories.
super right now, gas. I'm just gonna say that.
I'm saying like as far as storytelling and fights, like it's
I don't see
You're-
I don't see a problem with Dragon Ball Z, sir. What are you referring to?
after all that slander you was giving Dragon Ball and slander.
Dragon Ball
Sunday, and all of a
Super.
sudden you don't see.
Dragon Ball Super.
You making Dragon Ball Super look fire too.
Dragon
Shout
Ball
out to
Super
both.
ain't bad right now. To be honest with you.
No, I'm talking about the anime. I'm not talking about the manga. Manga's a
anime
different
is cool.
story. Major L's that's being taken. from
Nah, the manga's pretty much poop as well, but this arc is hard.
Yeah,
God
see,
damn, Trent.
yeah, it is. It's pretty good.
I haven't even read the rest of the manga, so I can't even really like act like I know what I'm talking about. I started at this arc. But same thing with Boruto, but this shit gas.
Boruto is gas. Boruto is very good.
Come on, man.
Yo.
I'm done with chat. I can't look at chat no more.
Why you done with the chat?
I'm done with chat. I can't look at chat no more.
Yo,
That's-
Digital Mobile just put a whole bunch of salt in there, JC.
yeah, I mean, like, I just like I don't understand. Like, I don't feel like y'all watching the same thing I am.
I'm already ready for the remake of God of High School.
Trent, All right, I'm done.
X
They're gonna fuck over
I'm-
my man.
I'm
bro.
done. I'm
Bro,
done.
the invasion of our crap. Can we turn this off so we can talk?
Yeah,
Wait, I also have a prediction. Morrigan will eat a banana next episode.
he ate one this episode.
I
Exactly.
love how we skip this one.
Another.
Bro, like
He would
I don't
eat
think y'all remember giving like
Okay, I'ma just
Tower
say
God
this.
6s, bro. Like, bro. Anyways,
Look,
we are.
remember,
I'll go back and look at every episode to see what the predictions. I mean, the scores were. If y'all
Remember
really want me to.
Wait, hold on. What'd you say, Trent?
remember the we're not gonna get it in this arc, but there's a arc where everybody is going in. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, of course, even though again we're not gonna get that in this season, bro, there ain't no way if they're doing it like this, bro. What Hyundai Wee's turn to greatness is gonna be juiced. It's gonna be skeeted. It's gonna be lackluster,
They're not gonna do that.
bro.
I'm telling you right now, they ain't gonna do that.
I'm doing them dirty already.
It's in 13 episodes.
They gave him a whole fight.
That is an
Did you-
amazing feat in and of itself.
They gave him a whole fight.
Crazy.
He
So
went
they-
through 4 different.
And this is Webtoon chapter.
Yeah, they sat down and literally said,
Yeah, I see. Wait,
with 10
what
plus
message
chapters.
you talking about,
like,
Blaine?
They gave him 4 different stances in here, dog. Like with the animation looking crispy. Where were y'all at?
what message?
I was right here watching, fam.
Exactly. And
Oh.
y'all. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with y'all.
Yo, it's just
Y'all have broken me.
oh.
Acting like this episode wasn't fire. I can't, as soon as,
It
as soon,
wasn't.
as soon as
It
I get on
wasn't
here,
fire.
as soon as I get on here,
Okay.
get
It
off here.
wasn't
I'm
fire.
going straight to Trent's YouTube. Everybody else do
Hey,
it too. If you hadn't subscribed to Trent's YouTube, go there and look at that video. If my
This
niggas out here
nigga.
reacting crazy like he was episode 2, like the episode was great. He almost had last episode of 9 according to this reaction. But if you do the same
I
thing,
didn't say it was.
hey, we can pull up the receipts, Trent, once again.
I said it was. I said they almost got me.
Exactly. Once again, if I go this, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
I'm prone to say that the episode's not bad. Like, it's one of my go-to phrases. If it's not horrible, I'm just gonna be like, okay, you know, like
I can't wait.
I was satisfied.
It was cool. It was just wasn't great. That's all. Good episode.
Now I was hyped at the fight. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I mean the fights are always
Yeah,
good.
the fight
Yeah.
was type 4.
So Jay, I don't want to hear your reference to fight hype.
I better hear
Yeah,
some
fight.
major complaints. Once again, I'm done. Y'all can do it.
The fights were good. The fights were good. You know, good animation, good art, but you know.
Jay, I'm telling you, in the reaction, I say, hey, did he get the fruit like that? I don't remember that. I don't think it hit like
Nah,
that.
he definitely did not.
He
He
did.
did not have a Walmart bag, you know. with
It
fruit.
stood out. It stood out to
It-
me. And they
it
did it
stand out.
fluently, and it still stood out to me. I was like, hold on. Something ain't right here.
Right. Nobody's just gonna give you a bag of fruit.
Yeah. Even though, you know, when he was like,
No.
out and shit like that, that did kind of flow. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I'm gonna
I ain't
punish
see
you.
no. I ain't
Here's
see the
the
guy
fruit bag.
selling. I ain't see the man on the street selling bean pies or nothing. He just throwing fruit. I mean, I don't know.
I'm done. That's it.
you're done, bro.
Super done.
Apparently, we just made
That
it.
man hurt.
That man,
Hey, everybody, put the salt in the chat.
man, he gonna go cry in the car.
Gonna watch that episode of Trent, so I'm gonna do.
Nigga, it's funny, bro.
They said nothing. Ignore my message. What message are you talking about, Blaine? You
Yeah,
talking about the Dowie versus Mirror?
Well, did he send a message on are we dual live or
I have nothing.
Yeah, it's 11:41. Anyways.
Boy, Digital Mogul just gave you a whole bunch of salt, dog. If you got French fries, you good right now.
No sodium around here, dog. No,
No.
sodium.
You need that iodine in
It's
your life.
iodized. It's
Yeah,
iodized.
you need that in your life.
Yeah.
Once again, like I said before, y'all got any final thoughts? I'm about to cut this shit off.
Nope, I ain't got nothing for him.
I think
Anybody else
we're
got
good.
anything for real though?
Wait. Did somebody read what Lothar said? Hold up, got a question here. When the chick slapped dude for dropping the sword because she slapped out of his hand, and would you slap her back in real life? Don't lie.
I ain't gonna,
Hold on.
nah, I ain't gonna slap her for
Nah,
that.
I want to slap her.
Nah.
No.
Lothar out here, okay, keeping it
No.
100.
Okay, so
no.
hold on. Is if the wait when the chick slapped dude for dropping the no.
Yeah.
I want to slap her back, but I probably would be like, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You get the bitch. You get one of those. But
Minimal.
You definitely.
Yeah, exactly. We put a.
I'll probably.
But Blaine,
I'll
what was your question? I mean, your message. I'm still not understanding what your message was.
Oh, did you put it in Discord or something? I ain't seen it.
I have no idea. No, it's not in Discord. So that's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
nigga,
see.
type the question. Blaine, what you doing, player?
That's what I'm saying. We trying to answer your message, and you not giving us your message.
You ain't messaging.
I was equating his skip to my skip.
What the hell is he talking
The
about?
hell are you talking about?
Blaine, you should know right now. If it wasn't you, I would have turned this thing off right now. I could lie to you. Blaine?
what skip?
Yeah,
What are you
because
talking
it's
about?
Blaine, I want to hear what he's saying.
Oh,
Here weekly.
oh God, Blaine, come on now, give it to me because I'm. Wow,
The struggle is real, people.
wow. Y'all don't understand.
Y'all saw the dowry BS mirror, but later.
Yep, Blaine.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't restart my.
I
Yep.
don't know.
Hold
All
on,
right.
hold
Y'all, I'm about to cut the call off. Y'all think I'm for real? I'm about to do it.
Oh, dowry versus mirror, but later.
Yeah, this nigga tripping.
Low thought is for the slap a bitch right now. What he gonna do?
Sounds like he wants to do.
Damn, who hurt you?
This
right
nigga
now?
Lothar was offended, nigga. He said, bro, I don't know. He
felt
still
bad.
want her to get slapped. That shit came out Saturday.
All right, y'all, we out.
Peace out, guys. So we done. Bye.